how declining tax revenues might affect municipal bonds, and how the rising US dollar and declining TIPS yields might affect emerging market stocks and inflation over the next few years.
First and foremost, I'm thinking about the American economy and the consumer. 70% of the GDP makes up consumer spending, and I think that'll have large trickle-down effects and ramifications for private equity and private real estate as we go forward. So I'll be paying close attention to economic indicators, speaking to our managers even closer on what they're hearing and what their companies are doing to grow out of this crisis. Thank you.
Recently, I have been focusing on key provisions of the CARES Act, which was signed into law in late March. The act is designed to assist Americans during this financial crisis in many areas, including required minimum distributions, retirement plan distributions, loans, delaying loan repayments, health-related provisions, and even tax deadlines. I'm focused on getting this information out to clients, and I want to make sure people are aware of key pieces of the act. Even though the CARES Act represents the largest relief package in U.S. history, there may be additional relief provided by both the local and federal government. Thank you.
So I've been doing a lot of research regarding why we as Arnrich Messina believe small cap stocks will outperform large cap stocks going forward, and looking at historical data to support that statement. I also have been looking at the contribution of return for the top 5 names in the S&P 500 and how much those FANG stocks have really driven performance. And then lastly, I've also been working with our managers and dialoguing with them to understand the opportunities that they're seeing, the diamonds in the rough, specifically in value. And those value managers were in energy and financials have really been beaten down, but there's some tremendous opportunity in there. So getting a really good understanding from our manager perspective on where they're finding opportunities.
So currently I'm helping develop tools to help monitor our approved managers and our unapproved managers and essentially optimize our operational performance in the midst of market volatility. I also want to look at public and private markets, comparing the correlations between these two markets as we navigate very volatile public markets, seeing the correlation to private markets.
My time these last 5.5 weeks of working from home has been spent reaching out to approved managers, primarily on the traditional long the equity side of things, to get a better understanding of how they're positioned to take advantage of recent market volatility, as well as any opportunities they're currently seeing.